By Kayleigh Jackson, Wild.com Street. Paul, on Thursday the NHL and Minnesota Wild announced the club's regular season schedule for the 2018-19 campaign. Wild will kick off the season on the road in Colorado on October 4, then open Xcel Energy Center against the Western Conference winning Vegas Golden Knights on October 6, the only time the Knights will travel to St. Paul this season. This year will mark the 7th time in team history the Wild starts the season with a road game and the 5th time Minnesota opens the season against the Colorado Avalanche. Related, to view the Wild's full 2018-19 slate, please visit wild.com/schedule. Closing square bracket fast-forward several months, and the Wild will end its season on the road in Dallas on April 6. Its last home game will be against Boston on April 4. In the middle, it has 78 more games to battle for points. The Wild's longest, and likely most difficult, road trip comes early in the year, spanning a franchise record 7 consecutive road games and a lot of ground from October 29 through November 11. The team will begin the trip in the Pacific time zone, then move ahead to the Mountain time zone and Central time zone before jumping back to finish the markedly difficult California road trip, making for many hours in transit for the team and late nights for Wild fans back home. On the flip side, Minnesota's longest homestand of the season comes in March with 5 games in St. Paul. This stretch includes games against both New York teams as well as 2 Central Division rivals. The Wild will also open the season by playing 7 of its first 10 games on home ice. Last season, the Wild, the 8th of June 27 at Xcel Energy Center, tied for second in the NHL with 62 home points, the second most in team history. One place the Wild ran into trouble last season was on the tail end of back-to-back games, of which it played 15 sets. It will again have 15 back-to-backs during the coming season, with 8 taking place entirely on the road. As usual, Minnesota will face its Central Division foes most frequently, followed closely by the neighboring Pacific Division. The Wild will play the Jets and the Stars most often, with 5 contests apiece. Consequently, the Jets will visit Xcel Energy Center the most of any team, with 3 trips. Minnesota will play 4 games against the remaining Central Division teams, and 3 against each Pacific Division clubs. The Wild's bye week will take place from Jan. 27 to 31, immediately following the NHL All-Star Game on Jan. 26. The final game preceding these events will be at Colorado, Jan. 23, and the team will return from its bye week with a game on the road in Dallas, Feb. 1. Schedule notice home games by day, Mon 3, Tuesday 10, Wed 1, Tour 9, Fri 2, Sat 12, Sun. 4 road games by day, Mon 5, Tuesday 7, Wed 1, Tour 9, Fri 8, Sat 7, Sun. 4 home games by month, October 7, in November 6, Dec 7, Jan 5, Feb 7, March 7, April 2 road games by month, October 5, November 7, Dec 6, Jan 7, Feb 7, March 8, April 1 games by conference, Division Western Conference, Central Division, 26 games, Pacific Division, 24 games, Eastern Conference, Atlantic Division, 16 games, Metropolitan Division, 16 games. Opponents' visits to Minnesota: 41, Anaheim 2, Arizona 2, Boston 1, Buffalo 1, Calgary 1, Carolina 1, Chicago 2, Colorado 2, Columbus 1, Dallas 2, Detroit 1, Edmonton 1, Florida 1, Los Angeles 2, Montreal 1, Nashville 2, New Jersey 1, New York Islanders 1, New York Rangers 1, Ottawa 1, Philadelphia 1, Pittsburgh 1, St. Louis 2, San Jose 2, Tampa Bay 1, Toronto 1, Vancouver 1, Vegas 1, Washington 1, Winnipeg 3. To sync the schedule to your digital calendar, click wild.com/download schedule. Closing square bracket Wild visits to road cities: 41, Anaheim 1, Arizona 1, Boston 1, Buffalo 1, Calgary 2, Carolina 1, Chicago 2, Colorado 2, Columbus 1, Dallas 3, Detroit 1, Edmonton 2, Florida 1, Los Angeles 1, Montreal 1, Nashville 2, New Jersey 1, 1, New York Islanders 1, New York Rangers 1, Ottawa 1, Philadelphia 1, Pittsburgh 1, St. Louis 2, San Jose 1, Tampa Bay 1, Toronto 1, Vancouver 2, Vegas 2, Washington 1, Winnipeg 2. After the NHL All-Star Game, Jan. 26, Minnesota will have 32 games remaining on its schedule, including 16 home games and 16 road contests. The Wild will play 12 games against the Central Division and 6 contests against the Pacific Division in the Western Conference, with 14 games against Eastern Conference opponents. Longest homestand, 5 games, March 11 to 19 versus San Jose, Dallas, New York Rangers, New York Islanders and Colorado. Longest road trip, 7 games, franchise record, October 29 to November 11 at Vancouver, Edmonton, St. Louis, San Jose, Los Angeles, Anaheim and St. Louis. Back-to-back games, 15 sets. The Wild had 15 sets of back-to-back contests in 2017-18, back-to-back on road, 8 road game followed by home game next day, 5 back-to-back at home, 1 home game followed by road game next day, 1 5-day bye week. Jan. 27 to 31. Length of Wild's 2018-19 season, 184 days, October 4 April 6. The 2017-18 season lasted 185 days. Air miles. The Wild will travel an estimated 48,648 air miles during the 2018-19 season. Minnesota logged 44,783 air miles during the 2017-18 season. Related, view more.